So today we are going to see about this particular part, that is analog data and analog signals, as we have already discussed before. Here we are saying that voice signals that are in the analog form. ठीक है, वॉइस सिग्नल जो भी हम जैसे टेलीफोन पे जो भी बातें करते हैं, जो भी सिग्नल्स होते हैं, वो सब क्या होते हैं, दैट आर एनालॉग सिग्नल्स वी कैन से, राइट. तो एनालॉग सिग्नल्स इसमें क्या कर रहे हैं, सो इसके अंदर वी हैव टू सी दैट कि वेदर that particular part is that analog data is transmitted over the telephone lines through the analog signals, we can say. So up down can be there, right? So and noise interference can happen if any problem will be there related to the frequency or amplitude or the phase modulation, we can say. So types of modulation here we are using are the three different modulations that are used for transmitting the signals, and when that particular part is received, then it is demodulated, and finally it is converted into original form, and finally it is received by the receiver. So here the types of modulations are the amplitude modulation, that is AM, angle modulation, and the angle modulation, the frequency modulation is there, and the phase modulation is also there. The FM and PM can be the modulation part of this. On the base of this, the particular here the different things are given here. The first thing is the carrier signal, that is with the same amplitude and same frequency, constant frequency, the particular that carrier signal is working. Yeah. And here the sinusoidal, that is a sine form, that is a trigonometry, that is a modulating signal also, we can say. That particular part is working here, right? So this is the particular signal in the sinusoidal form. Then if that particular part is mixed, and if any amplitude modulation is done, so here we can see the change how the amplitude modulation is working in this, and that particular modulated wave is called as DSBTC wave, we can say, right? So that is a particular name of this amplitude modulated wave. Now the phase part, here we can see here that phase part is what. So here the phase modulation is there. So here in the between we are able to see some changes in this particular wave, that is because of the phase modulation, and this up down part is because of this particular amplitude part. And here also we are able to see this particular frequency modulation also we are able to see here, right? So frequency modulation, here also the changes are there, that is because of the frequency modulation. So these are the different types of waves due to some different parameters that we are using for the modulation. Now the analog data and digital signal, we can say. So here the digitization is done. So that is what the analog data will be there, that will be digitized, or that will be converted into the digital signal with the help of the digitizer. So digitizer is here, that is converting that particular signal into the digital form. So here you can see the digital data, that is the analog data, that is a voice that is converted into this digital data. That conversion can be done, but the digital can then be transmitted using, how can be transmitted, that is used, that is written here, that is NRZCL, that is a device that is used to transmit such type of digital data. Then using code other than NRZL, that also can be used for the digital data transmission, and that can be finally converted to the analog signal again, right? So the analog to digital conversion done using a codec, that is called codec, means the full form is coder or decoder, we can say, right? So it can be coded form, and finally it is decoded using the decoder. And the two principal techniques are there for the codec techniques are there, that is a pulse code modulation and the delta modulation. So these two are the different codec techniques that we are using for such analog data to be converted into digital signal for the transmission. After that, now the pulse code modulation. Now the sampling theorem is given here for this. If a signal is sampled at regular intervals of time and at a rate higher than the highest signal frequency, then the sample contains all the information of the signal, original signal we can say, right? So here for example here it is given. So for this pulse code modulation, so इसमें क्या है पर्टिकुलर मतलब थोड़े थोड़े इंटरवल्स, टाइम इंटरवल्स में वो चीज़ सिग्नल को डिवाइड कर दी गई है एंड एट अ रेट हायर देन द ट्वाइस द हाईएस्ट सिग्नल फ्रिक्वेंसी, राइट? सो देन द सैम्पल्स कंटेन ऑल द इंफॉर्मेशन ऑफ द ओरिजिनल सिग्नल। तो अलग अलग जो सैम्पल्स होंगे वो ओरिजिनल सिग्नल के जितने भी इंफॉर्मेशन है वो सब कलेक्ट करेंगे, कलेक्ट मतलब उसके अंदर होंगे। सो हियर तो फॉर एग्जांपल हियर इट इज़ गिवन दैट the particular voice data are limited to 4000 hertz, then the 8000 samples per second is sufficient to characterize the voice signal, right? So here the particular part is having a frequency, highest signal frequency as 4000 hertz. So then 8000 different samples are there that are per second is sufficient to characterize the voice signal now. So samples are analog samples called pulse amplitude modulation, we can say samples. So these samples are in the form of analog, so that's why they are called the pulse amplitude modulation. Now the pulse mode in the pulse code modulation, that particular part is converted to the digital. To convert that to the digital, each analog sample must be assigned a binary code. ठीक है ना, हर एक एनालॉग सैम्पल को एक बाइनरी कोड प्रोवाइड किया जाएगा दैट इज़ इन द फॉर्म ऑफ 1 और 0 फॉर्म. देन आफ्टर ईच सैम्पल इज क्वांटाइज्ड इनटू सम लेवल, that is original signal is now only approximated and cannot be recovered exactly, right? So this effect is called quantizing error or quantizing noise we can say. So at some level उसके अंदर उसको क्वांटाइज कर दिया जाता है ताकि मतलब उसको फिर से रिकवर आप नहीं कर सको, कोई भी रिकवर नहीं कर पाए. सो दैट उस पर्टिकुलर पार्ट के इफेक्ट को हम लोग क्वांटाइज एरर या फिर क्वांटाइज नॉइज बोलते हैं, जिसकी वजह से वो डिकोड या फिर रिकवर नहीं हो सकता है जल्दी, ठीक है ना, टू एनी सम पर्सन, अदर पर्सन वी कैन से. सो फॉर एग्जांपल हियर द 4-bit सैंपल गिव्स द 16 लेवल्स हियर, right? So here the 8000 samples per second and 8 bits per sample, 8 bits per sample gives 464 kbps we can say for a single voice signal. So this is an example that is given for this pulse code modulation. Here the example is given here, right? So here we can see the particular part that he is given here, the PAM, that is a pulse amplitude value here it is given. Then the quantized code number is also given here, right? And then PCM code, that is a pulse code modulation code, that is in the form of binary is given here. So here we can see this 1.1 first value is given, and below that the particular quantized code number is also given for that. Then 0001, that is a binary information for that, that is the pulse code modulation. So that is the digital data that is converted in the form of binary. And here the pulse AM amplitude modulation value is given 9.2 here, right? So 9.2 is where, here the 9.2 we can see here, this is the 9.2, right? So 9.2, here the quantized code number is 9 and the quantized code number is 9 by, so that is a particular 9 number is given here, and the PCM code is given 1001, that is 1001 means इंटीजर पार्ट उसका क्या होगा, नॉर्मली 9 बोलते हैं उसको, राइट? तो इंटीजर पार्ट इसका 9 होगा. इसमें से क्वांटाइज कोड नंबर कहाँ से आ रहा है, इसी में से आ रहा है. तो जो इंटीजर पार्ट है दैट इज़ द कोड क्वांटाइज कोड नंबर गिवन हियर. एंड हियर द PCM कोड उसका क्या है, उसको बाइनरी में 8421 कोड में अगर चेंज करते हो अगर आप, तो 9 का 8421 को जो कोड होता है दैट इज़ 1001. सो दिस इज़ द PCM कोड वी कैन से, राइट? सिमिलरली हियर यहाँ पे जो डेटा दिया हुआ है दैट इज़ द 15, राइट? यहाँ पे जो 15 है तो 15 पॉइंट समथिंग आ रहा है, 15.2 हियर. सो 15.2 का इंटीजर पार्ट जो है वो 15 है, दैट इज़ क्वांटाइज्ड कोड नंबर वी कैन से. एंड द PCM कोड हियर इट इज़, that is 8421 code for 15 is 4 times 1, right? And here again we can see this 10.8, where it is 10.8, here it is 10.8, right? So 10.8 is here. So finally we are writing 10.8 here, राइट. तो 10.8 यहाँ पे लिखा है, तो 10.8 का यहाँ पे इंटीजर पार्ट होगा वो 10 है यहाँ पे, एंड 10 का जो फाइनली अगर बाइनरी में चेंज करते हो 8421 कोड में, दैट विल बी 1010, एंड आफ्टर दिस हियर इट इज़ 5.6, right. So here it is 5.6, and here we can say that it is the 5, the integer part, and the 0101 that will be the 8421 code for this, and at last here last तो नहीं है, 2.8 यहाँ पर है, this is 2.8 here, राइट. तो उसका इंटीजर पार्ट जो है वो 2 है, सो उसका जो बाइनरी कोड होगा दैट इज़ 0010, एंड आफ्टर दैट हियर दैट इज़ 2.7, देन दैट इज़ 2, द इंटीजर पार्ट अगेन द सेम कोड विल बी देयर 0010, एंड हियर दिस पर्टिकुलर पार्ट इज शोइंग द नॉर्मलाइज्ड मैग्नीट्यूड फॉर दिस, राइट. दिस इज द नॉर्मलाइज्ड मैग्नीट्यूड फॉर दिस, and so this is the code number. Finally this particular part is a code number, and this particular part is a time, right. And this here, that is a TS, that is a friction part between the two different intervals, time interval between the two, so that is given by this 1 divided by 2b, right. So this is the PCM example that is given here. Now the delta modulation, that is what, now the analog signal is approximated by a staircase function that moves up or down by quantization level at each sampling interval, right. At each sampling interval here it is given, if a value of the sampled waveform exceeds that of the staircase function 1 is generated, तो अदरवाइज 0 इज़ जनरेटेड. अगर वैल्यू जो होगी वो सैम्पल फॉर्म की वो एक्सीड करती है स्टेयरकेस फंक्शन को, हियर इट इज़ अप्रॉक्सीमेटेड बाय स्टेयरकेस फंक्शन. अगर उससे ऊपर जाती है वैल्यू तो 1 विल बी जनरेटेड, अदरवाइज 0 विल बी जनरेटेड. सो डाउन बाय द क्वांटाइजेशन लेवल एट ईच सैम्पलिंग इंटरवल दैट मूव्स अप और डाउन बाय क्वांटाइजेशन लेवल. टू important parameters here are size of the step and sampling rate, so that we have to see in this, right. Step size of the step here it is given, that is delta, right. So that is in the form of delta, and here the sampling time is also given, that is a two stairs, that particular part is given here as stairs we can say, right. So here this is the sampling time, and this is a step size, and this particular part here, it is an analog input, and this is a staircase function here. The stair type view we can see, that is a staircase function. This is a particular, this y-axis is for signal amplitude here we can say, and this x-axis is for time. Now here the quantizing noise and the slope overload noise, here we are able to see these 3 points are given here. These 2 points are for the slope overload noise, and this part is for the quantizing noise, right. So now the delta modulation output is given here in the form of 0 or 1. Upside is 1 and downside is 0. So wherever you can see this change, that is a delta modulation part, right. So delta modulation is given here. So now after this, so this is how this particular part is working, right. So this is a delta modulation, that is the output that is given here in the form of digital, that can be in the form of either 0 or 1. Now mobile technology generation. So mobile phone technology had a reincarnation from first generation analog to second generation digital we can say. तो फर्स्ट जनरेशन जो आया था मोबाइल फ़ोन का, दैट इज़ FDMA, और सेकेंड जनरेशन जो डिजिटल का आया था दैट इज़ TDMA. सो नेक्स्ट इनकारनेशन इज़ फ्रॉम सेकेंड जनरेशन डिजिटल TDMA to third generation packet, that is a CDMA we can say. तो ये FDMA, that is what frequency division division part is given here. Frequency division modulation part is given here, right. Here it is a time division, and here it is a code division. This is a specific modulation technique of a spread spectrum technology, And the third generation is more of a generic term to mean mobile networks with high bandwidth. So here are the examples given here as per the generation. So this particular part, that is a analog part, we can say, right? So that is the analog part that can be used, that is using the FDMA part. Then generation by generation it is changing to the TDMA, we can say, right? So TDMA, and finally at last it is changed to the CDMA part. Yeah, so this 4G and FG, that is a 2011 generation or 2020 generation, that can be a CDMA part. So these are all the generation of this mobile technology that we are able to see. Now this 3G means what? That is having a mobile networks with a high bandwidth. So generation by generation the bandwidth is increasing, so the data can be transmitted with a very high speed from one place to another. So that is the main thing that we are able to see here. Now the spectrum basics are given here. So here what we are able to see, so that is what in a conventional transmission system the information is modulated with a carrier signal. Carrier signal क्या होता है? उसके अंदर एम्पलीट्यूड, फ्रिक्वेंसी और फेज तीनों पार्ट कांस्टेंट होते हैं, एंड देन इट इज़ ट्रांसमिटेड थ्रू अ ट्रांसमिशन मीडियम, राइट? सो मॉड्यूलेटेड किससे होता है? कैरियर सिग्नल से होगा, उसके बाद फाइनली वो ट्रांसमिट होगा ट्रांसमिशन मीडियम से। और जब ट्रांसमिट होता है तब क्या करता है? तो पावर जो होता है सिग्नल का, that is centered around a particular frequency, right? So frequency represents a specific channel and generally has a very low band. Okay, na? So here there are some methods we can see by which a signal generated with a particular bandwidth is deliberately spread in the frequency domain, resulting in signal with a wider bandwidth, we can say, right? तो wider bandwidth के तरफ वो क्या हो जाता है? इंक्रीज हो जाता है। तो वाइडर बैंडविड्थ मतलब जितना ज़्यादा बैंडविड्थ होगा उतना अच्छा रहेगा, दैट इज़ अ सिग्नल विद द वाइडर बैंडविड्थ, राइट? सो दैट इज स्प्रेडिंग, so that is a particular bandwidth is deliberately spreading in the frequency domain. So now here we can be able to see this particular diagram also. So it is what? It is spread the transmission power over the complete band, we can say, and the transmission signal is much higher than the information bandwidth. So here the numerous ways are there that can cause a carrier to spread. So here all spread spectrums can be viewed as a two steps modulation process. तो फर्स्ट क्या करना है? ट्रांसमिशन करना है डेटा का, ठीक है? डेटा जो भी ट्रांसमिट करना है उसको पहले मॉड्यूलेट करेंगे, दैट इज़ टू बी दे आर मॉड्यूलेटेड यूजिंग फ्रीक्वेंसी, एम्पलीट्यूड और फेज, एंड फाइनली जब कैरियर जो होगा, कैरियर सिग्नल होगा, उसके अंदर मॉड्यूलेट करेंगे बाय स्प्रेडिंग कोड, causing it to spread out with over a large bandwidth. So here the example is given here, right, with the diagram. So that diagram is showing what? Here the first part, that the Y part is showing what? The power spectral density here it is showing. So that is increasing using the frequency, right? So here the narrow band waveform is given here in the middle of the frequency. So that will be will be with the having in the middle, it is having the highest that power spectral density, we can say, that is PSD, and the spread waveform is given here, and this particular highest level of this, that is called the noise level, right? So this is the noise level, we can say. So here now different spreading techniques are here. So that is the first is a direct sequence, we can say. डायरेक्ट सीक्वेंस में क्या होता है? इसके अंदर दैट विल उसके अंदर जो ओवरऑल सिग्नल इंटरफेरेंस जो भी होगा, जो भी मतलब वो रिड्यूस हो जाता है. सो दैट इज़ अ मॉड्यूलेशन टेक्निक दैट इज़ यूज टू ओवरऑल signal interference reduction, right? And the common practice in DS, that is the direct sequence, is to mix the digital information stream with the pseudo random code. मतलब रैंडम कोड के साथ वो मिक्स होके मतलब एक कोड फॉर्म में चेंज हो जाता है, मॉड्यूलेट हो जाता है फाइनली. सो दैट इज़ अ डायरेक्ट सीक्वेंस विल बी गिवन फॉर दैट, एंड फाइनली इट विल बी डिकोडेड or demodulated at the receiver part. Now here the frequency hopping is given here, that is FH is given, that is for transmitting the radio signals by switching the carrier among many frequency channels using a pseudo random sequence known to both transmitter and receiver. मतलब एक पर्टिकुलर कोड होगा जो ट्रांसमीटर और रिसीवर दोनों के पास होगा, और इसको क्या करेगा, वो मॉड्यूलेट कर देगा या कोड फॉर्म में चेंज कर देगा थ्रू यूजिंग दिस कैरियर पार्ट एंड ओवर अ मैनी फ्रीक्वेंसी चैनल्स, एंड फाइनली वो ट्रांसमीटर और रिसीवर उस फ्रीक्वेंस का यूज़ करके उसको फिर से डीमॉड्यूलेट करके उसको रिसीव करेंगे, ठीक है ना, सेंडिंग एंड रिसीविंग. एंड थर्ड इज चर्प. Chirp is what? That is also the method that employs a carrier that is swept over range of frequencies. So this method is called chirp, and its primary application in ranging and radar system के अंदर इसको use किया जाता है, right? That is also chirp means what? That is a method that is employed of the carrier that is swept over a range of frequencies. कुछ रेंज, मतलब फ्रीक्वेंसी की रेंज फिक्स करी जाती है, उसी रेंज के अंदर ये कैरियर सिग्नल को एम्प्लॉय करके पर्टिकुलर पार्ट को वो कोडेड फॉर्म में चेंज करता है या फिर मॉड्यूलेट कर देता है, एंड दैट पर्टिकुलर सिग्नल इज रिसीव्ड बाय द रिसीवर इन एंड द पर्टिकुलर एप्लीकेशन आर दैट इज रेंजिंग एंड रेडार सिस्टम्स वी कैन से. Then the time hopping is also there. That is also the one part of this spreading technique, in which the time hop means what? The carrier is on or off keyed by the pseudo noise sequence, resulting in a very low duty cycle. So speed of keying determines the amount of signal spreading, we can see. So time, एक पर्टिकुलर टाइम स्लॉट्स फिक्स किए जाते हैं, उसी टाइम पे मतलब पर्टिकुलर सिग्नल्स कैरियर के साथ मतलब उसको ऑन और ऑफ करता है, एंड दैट पर्टिकुलर स्यूडो नॉइज सीक्वेंस इज यूज फॉर दैट, ठीक है ना. सो दैट इज रिजल्टिंग इन अ वेरी लो ड्यूटी साइकिल. सो द नाउ द हाइब्रिड सिस्टम इज देयर, दैट इज द कंबाइंस द बेस्ट पॉइंट्स ऑफ द टू और मोर स्प्रेड सिस्टम. मतलब एक ये जो पहले हम लोगों ने जो स्प्रेडिंग टेक्निक्स जो भी देखी, उसमें से दो या दो से ज़्यादा टेक्निक्स को यूज़ करके फाइनली एक हाइब्रिड सिस्टम बनता है. वी आर कंबाइनिंग टू और मोर सिस्टम्स लाइक दिस, एंड फाइनली द परफॉर्मेंस जो होगा उसका यूजुअली बेटर होगा जो कि सिंगल वन से, ठीक है ना. फॉर द सेम कॉस्ट वी आर यूजिंग दैट, एंड द मोस्ट कॉमन हाइब्रिड्स कंबाइन बोथ फ्रीक्वेंसी हॉपिंग एंड डायरेक्ट सीक्वेंस. फ्रीक्वेंसी हॉपिंग कौन सा था, ठीक है ना, वी है सेकेंड पार्ट, ठीक है, ये पार्ट दिख रहा है, और डायरेक्ट सीक्वेंस, इन दोनों पार्ट को कंबाइन करके किया जाता है. सो तो कॉमनली जो यूज़ करते हैं इसमें हाइब्रिड में वो ये दोनों यूज़ होते हैं. You can use this particular part, you will see here. Amateur and business community are currently authorized to use the only two spreading techniques. These are hopping and direct. तो हाइब्रिड टेक्नोलॉजी वो लोग यूज़ करते हैं, जिसमें amateur and business community are using that part for the better performance, and rest of the spectrum are country and space services, ठीक है, स्पेस साइंस का या फिर उसके यूज़ होता है. नाउ द सीक्वेंस स्पेक्ट्रम, अब थोड़ा डिटेल में हम लोग इस नेक्स्ट में देखेंगे कि इसमें क्या होता है, कैसे होता है, ठीक है. और किसी को डाउट हो तो डायरेक्टली आप पूछ सकते हो, एंड थ्रू व्हाट्सएप और कॉल, और comment section is also provided in the YouTube. And thank you for today's lecture. We will continue in the next.